All right, guys, what's up? Again,
Oh my
welcome.
god.
You're here, right now with King on Workouts, and let's get this cracking the day on. Um, this one is kind of going to be about injuries. You know, when we should kind of learn to listen to our bodies and our minds, telling us like, hey, man, should this be an off day or an off week or off 2 weeks or what's going on here? So I'll tell you about one experience that I have had recently, one of tens of thousands. So it's not a big deal. Easy to explain. Happens a lot when you're an athlete. So normally when you're about to do before you go into a working set, you're going to warm up. I admit I have not been warming up as thoroughly as I should, and I know I should be. I'm an older guy. I just got off a diet. I definitely should be doing that a little bit more. So I gotta start taking my warm-ups a little bit more serious, all right? If I'm telling you guys to warm up, I gotta warm up. Two. So yeah, man, I just been jumping straight into the weights. And I really should have been. I do it here at home. So I do my cardio first. So I'm kind of warmed up, but that's not enough. That muscle needs to really get hit too. It could be enough for some people, but for me, I'm gonna need to do that cardio, and then I'm gonna need to do a few sets to get that blood flow and that muscle. So what shall I do tomorrow? I've been doing some dumbbell presses, but I'm just gonna take them out for a while. You know, as we always say, is working out is a trial and error thing. Having a nice body is trial and error, food and exercises. Just like the last video I told you about the food, the intolerances I was having, it's always trial and error, baby. It's a continuum. Food and body. How's my body feeling? How's my stomach feeling? How are my steps? How many steps am I getting? Is the weight climbing up? Is the volume right? Do I need to step it up? Do I need to step it down? Do I need time off? All this stuff, man. So back in the day, I've already told you I have a pin in here. So you can see the scar right there. So I had surgery on this when I was in the military, because I told you I was in a truck accident. So I broke this whole arm. This whole arm is metal. So I told you before, there's a scar there. That's the 6-inch scar, baby. Right there, wounded. Right there. See all that? Got a graft. But this arm, this shoulder, okay, so it's not injured, but sometimes when you get into that first set, you'll feel something weird. It doesn't matter what body part you're doing. It might feel weird, but usually after the first or second set, everything's warm. But for me, the last workout I had, that's another thing. Always examine your workouts. Try to take notes. If it's not a mental note, write it down, and always remember how you felt during the workout and after the workout and before the workout. Very important, guys. It's an advanced technique. And so I remember, I'm like, okay, my shoulder that doesn't feel that great. So let me just keep going. And then I'm like, damn, I did 5 sets, and guess what? The pain didn't go away. So I meditated on it, and I'm like, you know what? I didn't want to take it out because the dumbbells were feeling so good. And usually, but this is just what I do now. I take out, since I call myself a hybrid, I do the body weight and the weights as well. So I'm like, man, I just got rid of the dumbbells before, and I was doing push-ups before, and I had to stop the push-ups because the wrist was feeling weird, just typical, typical over 40 stuff. The wrist was hurting with the push-ups. So now I went to dumbbells and now the shoulder's weird. But that's how it goes. So now what I'll do is I'll just take a break from the dumbbells. I took a break from my push-ups. I took about 12 weeks off. So I'll probably, take about 12 weeks off for the dumbbells and just do some light push-ups. And then like as the weeks go on, I'm just going to be, as the weeks go on, I'm going to increase very slowly and then work my push-ups back up. Because my push-ups are not up right now. I haven't been doing none, so they're really weak right now. I ain't done push-ups in a while. So we're gonna get back to that. But that's usually how it goes. We're gonna cycle through these things, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Every few mesocycles, you can switch it up, right? So your mesocycle is like your training block for that 5 to 6 weeks, right? And then you take a deload, which is a rest week, right? Where you don't do anything or you go super light, and then you go back into your mesocycle, right? And in these mesocycles, in that training block, you can specify certain areas or certain muscle groups if you are advanced and really concentrate on what you want to concentrate on. And like I said, you take that break or whatever. So for instance, for me, I did 2 mesocycles. So I did 2 5-week blocks of push-ups. I took a break, and then I did 2 5-week blocks of the dumbbells, the press, chest press at home, floor press. So now I'm resting on that, and I'm going back to the push-ups, 2 or 3 mesocycles of that. And you keep rotating. That's how you get that hard look. You wanna switch out the dumbbells and the barbells and the push-ups and the pull-ups and the pull-downs. You want to switch it out. That's how you get that hard definition look. Switch it out, in my opinion. Don't just stay with the weights. Take a break off the weights for a while. Do your push-ups, do your pull-ups, do your dips if you can. If you can get to a gym, do those. Do what you can, man. Do what you can. Do what you can. Always switch it up. And not in the fact of the matter, some people say switch it up because it gets dead, but we don't want to switch it up because it gets dead. Consistency builds strength. So we're not worried about nothing getting dead. We just want to target. We want to keep the stress, because the stress is going to hit different on your chest with push-ups than the stress that you get from weights, right? These are going to be different type of stressors, right? So when people say switch it up, that's kind of what they mean. You want to change up the stressor on that muscle, because it can potentially get hurt if you just stay with the same motion with the same kind of weight. You got to switch something around, all right? So, and that's another reason to have deloads, right? We'll get into deloads on another video, but that's all I wanted to hit on today, guys. I'm off today. I'm feeling fresh. The gut is feeling good now. No Kodiak pancakes at all. So yeah, I do recommend, if you are lactose intolerant, man, you really gotta shop around. Also, I didn't put down on the other video. So another thing, since I'm not a dairy guy, another thing that I didn't look into, but I did look into now, is doing vegan butter. So I'm trying that out, and that's great. I even tried it on my toast today. It was great. It tasted just like regular butter. So I'm like, man, since I'm lactose intolerant, I was still eating butter because I love butter, man. Had to take it out though. Giving me the bubble guts. So if you're lactose intolerant, you might want to try that vegan, baby. It might cost a little more. It might cost a little bit more, but it tastes the same. It's going down smooth, baby. So, all right, y'all, like, share, subscribe, and hit that bell button, baby. All right.